retail brokerages accessing low yield, and people who own those stocks have limited accessibility to advanced financial products like portfolio margins, structured products, due to the high capital requirements imposed by brokerages as well as regulatory red tape. And even if you do manage to access these prime brokerages services, they're often costly with like high interest rate on margin and high performance fees on a lot of these like structured products. So we built xPrime. It's an on-chain prime brokerage that lets users unlock yield, leverage, and liquidity from their stock portfolio. This is basically all the slides we had, and then we went to live demo, but I'll give you a high level of the product. So it's an intents-based financial prime brokerage. The user basically says, submits like what kind of financial appetite they have. For example, I want to earn yield on my stocks. I have a bullish outlook on the market, of course. I have a moderate risk profile, and I want to earn yield on my SPY. And then the system will suggest some structured products or trading strategies based on their intent. So the product includes an earn feature. So there's like multiple structured vaults. We implemented a 3x leverage ETF on Tidro in testnet, which is created by taking a flash loan, buying SPY and depositing as collateral on Tidro, borrowing USDC to pay back the flash loan, and then this effectively creates like a net 3x exposure to SPY. It's auto rebalancing, so like the collateral price is volatile, so based on the market price, it rebalances to ensure the 3x leverage ratio is always kept, as well as to avoid liquidation in the case of collateral depreciation. And the second product we built, which is implemented on mainnet, is a USD carry vault built on SPY. So we implemented it on Ethereum mainnet, and it actually delivers 12.7% real yield. Okay. We need to wait for the price there. So yeah, the carry vault, 12.7% real yield on SPY. This is something you can't get in TradFi, and it's purely enabled by DeFi composability. So what it does, supplies SPY on Morpho AUSD SPY market. There's heavy incentives on this market, so it's negative 10% borrow rate, meaning you get paid to borrow. We borrow at 70% LTV, no, like only one borrow, and we take the AUSD and deposit it into Flowdesk's RWA Morpho V2 vault, which yields 6%. So this is how we generate 12.6% real yield on the SPY. So like, this is lit. And then on the UI, we also had like Basis Vault, which farms funding fees on Hyperliquid, and then coming soon, covered call, auto compounding vault, and options wheel strategy. Like we talked to the risk team and STS Digital, which is options market maker. They're supporting xstocks soon, and these strategies will be implementable on chain. So this is earn. This is like first part of the product. Second part of the product is borrow. So like any good prime brokerage, you're able to, you can go to borrow. Maybe we can take a look at earn tab first, just so you can see like these are the different products. You can click on one of the vaults. It explains basically how it works, what I just told you verbally. And we can go to the borrow tab. So here we can choose different kind of loan to borrow against your portfolio with. Floating rate loan, like typical DeFi loan. Interest is based on utilization. This is a wrapper around the Morpho market I previously spoke about. And we also had idea for zero cost loan. So this is implemented via a collar option strategy where we sell some of the upside from the collateral, and it creates like a non-liquidatable 0% interest loan, but the user is sacrificing some of the upside of the collateral. So this is like popular in TradFi, and it's nice because some people want to know the cost of their borrowing position in advance. So yeah, this is borrow. And then lastly, there's trade. So we implemented perps, spot, and options. So firstly, yes, we can take a look at the options. This allows you to trade volatility around earnings calls. So you can like bet on breakouts and whatnot. So we have aggregated all of the different news around, in this case, Tesla's earnings. You can choose different expiry dates by the option, and if you hover over the UI, you can see that the profit from this position changes based on the underlying equity price. So this is options, not implemented in production, but once we have those options partners, we can implement it. We have perps, which lets users take directional leverage exposure to different equities, do like Hyperliquid HIP3. is implemented on mainnet, and you can also use perps for hedging, as some of us may know. And then Spot. So Spot is implemented on Inc and mainnet through CowSwap RFQ, and there's also like bridging feature through LiFi. So like we really try to showcase that Prime brokerage on chain leverages DeFi composability to like provide not only feature parity to TradFi, but like net new financial products. You can collateralize SPY, borrow USD, use it as perp margin, deposit it in a auto compounding yield vault, borrow against it and cash out, buy your wife car. It's all possible for anybody with internet connection, and this is like never before seen. So yeah, lastly, the spend tab. So it's a proof of concept, but we would like to offer the users ability to pay, spend money directly from their xPrime balance. So yeah, this is the, yeah, and then in the beginning I talked about the intent thing, so this is kind of like our onboarding flow where the user can specify what's their financial intent, and the system will recommend based on that. But yeah, it was really fun, and we learned a lot building it, and like huge thanks to the host and the peers here who we built alongside. It was great to get to know you guys, and yeah, thanks to our team as well.